Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Link to the Past Randomizer League Season 4 playoffs match. They're becoming a little few and far between, unfortunately, but that's what happens when we get to the end of the line here. We got an exciting match between Futon of PugTrio and Shady Force of the Spoilers. My name's Roller J. Bradley, and I'm here with my good pal Captain. Howdy.
Oh, hello. Merry Christmas to everyone that had one. Yeah. How's it going?
It's going. It's great. I'm awake. That's good.
Well, that's a start.
It's 11:11, so make a wish. At least if you're in that time zone. If you're not in that time zone, you can't make a wish. So,
Aww.
or if your clock runs a minute fast or a minute slow, then you gotta wait. I wish this is a good match that's real fun and real close and is a good time and not a late hammer. Oh, sorry. I didn't finish in time before the clock struck 11:12, so that last part about late hammer is not going to happen.
Oh. Who's ready for a hammer and ice palace? Let's go.
Here we go. Everyone's favorite. The question here is who is going to break the tie between these two teams? And I mean, either way, we're going to a game 4. But who's going to be going into that game 4 on, up a game versus down a game? Because that could determine who plays what or what does when. Or here we go.
Just doing a regular old casual boots today, so we're going to start out here at the Uncle's house. We're going to open the chest, get an ether tap medallion.
Yeah, like in all casual boot seeds. Right there. Just like that.
Map check. Got 2 Light World pendants there and a Crystalite Easter.
And a green pendant it looked like at the Desert Palace. So we're going to be clearing a lot of Dark World dungeons. For sure.
At least 6, maybe 7.
I consider that a lot. Just $20 off the uncle, but he does give Link, or Clippy, or Hat Kid permission to use that sword that was also secretly in their back pocket. Well, I've never really seen someone go for a spin speed off of that little staircase right there. That's pretty interesting. You can get it off pretty quick, though. That's an extra time save, which you never know. You never know when a race is going to come down to a couple seconds, so...
You've seen it. It could happen.
Mm-hmm. Alright, well, Ether might be coming in handy much later in the game. Let's see what else we can find here in the escape sequence. Bottle's also nice, just means you get to route Kakariko a little bit more efficiently, get a full clear, more of it. Not have to worry about coming back for Sick Kid at a later date.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was a B at the bottom. I'm not sure if it was a gold B or something they can trade into the bottle vendor later for 100 rupees, but...
Yeah. It's always a nice find early. It's that, or like you get a B and you can use it for Mini Molten Cave.
Yep.
But with starting boots, that's a vanilla boomerang. With a starting sword, Mini Molten Cave is not as bad, though I have definitely seen as well as experienced dying in Mini Molten Cave with a sword and 3 hearts, just because those Molderms can be a little... Oh, they can be a little tricky. They can get you.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a gold bee I did see on Futon's side, so...
Oh. Cool. So just having 20 rupees today.
I wouldn't be at all shocked if we get out of here and find nothing else of value. I also wouldn't be shocked if we find, like, Glove and Moon Pearl in the back of Escape or something. We've seen it. It happens. It'd be kind of fun for, an early Dark World type of seed, where you get Dark World access as soon as you hit Kakariko. You know, at least while we're doing escape, at least we have boots already, so we can speed this up. Imagine having to walk all the way back.
Yeah, what kind of seed would do that? Ugh.
Oh, gosh.
And also the free lamp, so you can make your way through escape. That's always nice.
Yeah, and, you know, aside from... differently from, like, your normal standard seeds, you know, we don't have to really worry about farming bombs because we have the boots to get to the back of escape for those 3 chests. We did find Cana Burna here in the Dark Cross, which, you know, it's a nice safety to have. It will probably come in later when we're, like, closer, when we could do, like, Spike Cave or something, but for the most part, it's kind of it's a nothing item right now.
Yeah.
B, Bottle, Boomerang, Burna, Beether. It's all there.
Bombs.
Blue, red app. Okay,
And a
well,
map.
I mean, there's still something coming up. One more chance for there to be something actually exciting in Escape.
See, what people don't know about the map is that there's actually a silent B at the front of the map.
But map,
Oh, yeah.
it's right there. It's hidden it's written in invisible link. You just gotta look harder.
Yeah.
All right, we're out of Escape. We can play the game now. Ooh, okay.
Other cave.
See, that's good. We have both canes now. On the the rats had bombs on them, so
Aw.
would have been a good little bomb farm. But you know, we already have 3 bombs. We're
Yeah,
pretty
we're
much good to
fine.
go. We'll probably find a bomb pack in Kakariko.
Of course, we're gonna get a look at the bomb cracks since we got the boots already. We're right here. Hey, look, bombs.
Looks like for the most part, both runners are going to be following the same path. We'll see if both of them decide to also check Lumberjack. I feel like it's a pretty safe thing to check since you already have 2 of the what 4 pieces you need to actually unlock Aghanim. We just need the lamp and then cape or another sword.
Yeah. Not gonna be back for that 10 arrow pack though.
Disappointing. Honestly, when I get to this point, I'm like, if I see something at Lumberjack, I get excited because it's like, oh, good, it's something required, so I have to do this. So it's not going to be one of those seeds where I have to like, oh, should I do Aga just in case I need to go to the Dark World? There's our glove.
Well, now we can do the back of escape. Oh,
yeah, let's go back. And our Moon Pearl. All right. I might get my wish. So we just need another glove or hammer here in Kakariko, and we can already go to the Dark World. Nice find. It's always a tough call, though, when you have that early Dark World access. Making that decision on how much Light World you want to leave behind to head to the Dark World. Because, you know, you never know. I mean, we got some good items, but there could always be more in the Light World. In that Sphere 0. Or I guess Sphere 1, maybe Sphere 2.
Hey, blinds. Wait, there's some bombs. $20. 300.
And a lamp.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, that's Death Mountain access. Not much we can do up there, but that is still another thing to consider. Let's see what else we got going on here in Kakariko.
What are the odds that we don't find another glove and hammer when we find a cape or a sword?
We'll see. Maybe. Odds are probably pretty good. Maybe. There's some flippers. I'm curious to see if which players decide to sell that B Probably have enough. There's the bow. So that's a fully completable Crystal Eastern. So that will probably be a very easy play to make.
Yeah.
Well, there's that sword. Very interesting. Well, I can't imagine not trying to beat Eastern. I mean, we're gonna probably see most of the light roll before we make that decision of beating Aga.
Yeah. You don't want to do Aga unless you absolutely have to.
Exactly. Nobody's selling their B. I mean, I guess when you're this close to Zora money anyway, you're more, and you still have plenty of checks to do. Or you get sick kids' lunch money. That's not his allowance, that's like his rent money. It's all gone.
Yep. Get out of here, kid. You can't pay your rent now.
Get out of here. Merry Christmas.
Is that where it goes when it's a cross key seat? You just had to move and it's in a different spot? Or?
Explains it. What else we got? There's another bow. Jeez.
Wow. I wonder if they want us to go to Eastern.
I don't know. Hard to say. What I will say though is that this Kakariko has been pretty well. There's just a lot of stuff early.
Yeah, and of course on the race game we have single rupees, so that makes sense. Yep. And Shady is going to make that play over to Eastern Palace here.
Very easy and safe play to make. So we're looking for another glove. We're looking for a hammer. Always. And we still have all the East Palace area. We still have South Shore. All the flipper checks now. We have a lot of light roll to knock out. So if we don't find that Dark World access over in Eastern, we're very likely gonna go continue clearing all that. It would be really funny to clear literally everything and then it still end up being an Aga Seed.
Okay, Lucan stopping out for Sahashalis. Check to see what he's got in the back here.
Piece of heart. Some bombs. Piece of heart. It is early, and we are still on 3 hearts apiece. Good thing Eastern is very easy. You know, with seasoned runners like these two, I can't imagine struggling at all at this part of the game. Now, if you had to go to the Dark World with green mail and 3 hearts, then things might get a little spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the scary thing about getting all these really good items early is when things start to slow down and you're suddenly like getting progression every like 20 minutes or 30 minutes. When you have that 30-minute gap between getting pieces of progression, that's always concerning as a player.
Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about it because, you know, all the good items came up front, so you're just looking for that 1 or 2 pieces left, and you have like 80 checks to do, and where is it gonna be?
What do you think our go mode's gonna be today, Captain?
You know, I'm feeling. I don't like it, but I'm feeling Ice Rod.
Well, that's like an easy guess.
I don't like it.
Come on.
All right, fine. Mirror.
That's stupid. It's probably Ice Rod. We don't even know what our Dark World stuff is. You're gonna look real silly when Swamp is a pendant. Bombos? Flute?
Ether? Oh wait, we have Ether. Never mind. God, I'm dumb.
The rare Mitz Gomo?
The dream?
The dream? That's always nice. What if we're gonna ever have a rupee go mode? I want rupees to be my go mode. Right. Shady Force making his way to the back of Eastern Palace. We already saw all 3 items, I'm pretty sure, so this will be a map, okay? And then definitely heading down to the South Shore. We got quite a few dense checks down there. Well, ideally, Mini Molnar Cave is the densest of checks. But then we got a few, like, semi-dense checks. Congratulations, Clippy. You got your first crystal. How do you feel? What does that look? What look is he giving us?
That is like, yay. I got a crystal. Right.
He's wanting to ask if we need any help with anything. Futon down to 1 heart. Does have to be a little careful. Gets another heart. And the only thing right in like these couple of rooms that would one-shot him at 1 heart would be the Igors. I believe they do a whole heart of damage. But yeah.
Hey, yeah, you should
No
be
problem. Now, if this was Randomizer, that'd be a different game.
Hey, yeah, man, Shady is making that play to the damn Mini Molnar area.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness. Makes sense.
Once again, we are just looking for that one piece of Dark World access equipment, either a glove or a hammer. There is still, a couple other things we could find. We could find a hook shot to get us up to East Death Mountain. Could find like a book to get us to Desert. I feel like early book is always better than like late book, because nobody likes doing the tablets super late in the seed when they're looking for one item. It's always bait, never do it. Oh,
hey,
nice.
a heart container. Wow.
Finally, four hearts in there. Probably going to see both players end up skipping Agnes Cave at this point. So we'll see. It is a viable spot for, our Dark World progression, but gotta go where the density is. Whoop. Shady was utilizing those sword beams to take out the Moldarms, but accidentally just walks off and falls down the hole. Another heart. Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, is that go mode?
Let's go. It's time to blitz through these dungeons. And it looks like Futon is heading to Agnes Cave. He's also going to get a peek at what's at Desert Ledge. It is $20. So if Futon finds something handy over here, that'd be nice. Because a lot of players will, tend to put off Agnes Cave until they get like a flute or have a reason to go over to that area. Just $20. There's the hammer.
Okay. We have Dark World access, but it looks like he's going to continue on here. You got the Zora money, so might as well do all the sequence breaking you can.
Yeah, and the nice thing is you can dash down an Ice Rock Cave to set up the water walk, and then when you hit that edge diagonally with flippers in hand, you just start swimming, and then you activate your water walk as you fall down the waterfall.
Well, I guess it's not sequence. I guess it's not sequence breaking if you have the flippers. Sorry.
Let's see what else we can find. And then the question is, now that you have Darkhold access, which portal do you take? Do you go to Village of Outcasts, or do you go to Hype Cave? Interesting. Just gonna go for the hobo and then leave. I guess with Mirror you could hold off and do Waterfall Zora with Catfish and group that all together.
Fair point.
And that might be how he routes. I could see him go Hype Cave, maybe Hype Cave Pyramid, up to there, but at the same time, he could also go do all of Pod.
There is our map. Scope was our final pendant.
Interesting. I believe there was a Pyramid Fairy Crystal at, I think it was T-Rock and Swamp and Pod. Okay.
And Hype Cave not living up to his name as usual, so
No.
let's see where we're gonna go. I mean, we got a fully clearable pod here. Polypod.
Futon setting up for the fake real flippers. Love it. It's so easy to do. Now, the difference with what Futon's routing is that he's swimming up to Hobo because he still has, I believe he still has his water walk stored, so he'll be able to dash back from the bridge area to go check Waterfall and Zora. So knocking that out early while Shady Force is heading up to Palace of Darkness. This is a beatable dungeon. Boy, we got a lot of work to do.
Yep.
Oh, oh no. Futon was trying to be careful. That's the thing, is if you have flippers and you do a water walk, if you dash over the shallow water, it kills your water walk. So
worked so hard to get that water walk, then
yeah,
take it away from him. All right, the island just got 100 rupees today.
So we're gonna need both rods. We're gonna need flute. We might need another medallion or two. And we'll need a hook shot. I think that's, and mitts. Those are what we're looking for. Ooh, Bombos medallion for Futon.
That's an interesting find, but probably Shady's not going to miss out on too much. Because he's probably going to check Catfish or afterwards and just grab it then, so.
Yeah, I'm not sure when he'd end up. He might. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know when he would check Catfish at this point, since he routed straight to Pod. Alright, what do we got on Zora? It is Zingalero! Woohoo! What a steal! I could easily see Futon route the exact same. Hype Cave up to Pod. And he'll get his dungeon information as well.
And it looks like Shady's got that early Bicky, so he's just gonna go ahead and take out Elvis Arcane right here, right now.
Well, the interesting thing about the Bombos is if we do find mitts soon, I mean, that would give us Ice Palace stuff that we could do. And the amount of times I've seen, Bombos leading to Fire Rod, or vice versa, in Ice Palace, is too dang high, so I'd be thinking about that.
Yep. Hey, look where Plutot is going. He is routing south. You're just going to check Stumpy Game 45, Digging Game.
Nice little divergence. It's what we like to see. Yeah, because for the most part, Futon's been kind of following in Shady Force's trail. Shady Force getting the nice little spin speed. Wants him well on the Helmusar King mask from a little bit further distance away. One silver arrow to put him down, and that is going to be our second crystal.
Meanwhile, Pluton finding the mushroom there in K45.
So, fake powder. Might as well.
You could.
You're in the area. He's already thinking about it.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
lighting the place up. As expected, heading back into Palace of Darkness, we're looking for whatever the heck is in the back. I haven't even been counting how many items Shady Force has found in here. It is nice to see a bit of divergence between the two runners. So far, Futon's extra checks has led him to more unique items, potentially progression items. Let's see if Shady Force can find anything of value here in the backup Palace of Darkness.
That is going to have 10 arrows.
Yahoo! Ooh, okay. Another medallion. So now we know where all of our medallions are. And it looks like Futon decided to bail out after... Oh, he's gonna go turn in that mushroom right away. Smart. Okay, 2 more checks here in pod. We have another bottle, followed by... What? Something exciting? A nothing? A heart? Yeah, we're starting to get a little healthy now. That's good.
Yep. Just got that quake out of pod. I think that was about it, though. And mushroom not leading to anything as well.
Yeah, kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, you know, it's good to get those checks out of the way. And right now, the difference is a crystal difference and a medallion difference. I think right now you just go ahead and dive swamp, looking for hookshot. I think that'd be a good play. You know, skip the. You know, we have based, you know, most of Death Mountain access. We don't have access to the Dark World stuff in Death Mountain yet, but you know, we could go up there and go do Pendant Hera and go do East Death Mountain. There's a lot of checks up there, but Hookless Swamp, there it is.
There's the real. Yep. All right. So we got Shady and the Village Wildcats. Pluton's gonna check the pyramid here.
There's the flute.
A nice place to find it too.
Yeah, and let's see. We might just be able to go do Misery Mire right now if we have the right medallion.
Oh, I need meds too, but yeah.
Was that a sentence? What'd you say?
Yeah. We need mitts.
All right, mitts.
Yeah, we don't have mitts. Okay, Shady looking to activate said flute right away. See where they decides to. Well, yeah, you're gonna dip thieves down here, obviously. Crystal, it's fully clearable. You're right there. Alright. So we got Futon back in pod. Meanwhile, Shitty is trying to figure out what's going on here in Thieves Town. There's nice half magic.
Probably won't be seeing a fake powder from him if he gets mushroom after this. Half magic kind of says no. We're gonna get some vanilla and or French vanilla mitts in here, maybe? That would open up quite a bit. I'm looking forward to whenever these runners decide to go up to Death Mountain, because I'd be feeling like Hookshot's gonna be up there. Of course, you know, it'd be smart to hold off a little bit in case you can find the mitts. So you can clear more of Death Mountain on your first trip. You know, there's a good chunk of items up there.
Yeah.
Nice hammer jump from Futon. I don't think I've ever seen a select buffer hammer jump before. Alright, show me Titan mitts. Ah, 10 bombs. Not quite the same. I think we still have a little bit, or no, maybe we've already seen all of Village of Outcasts from Shady before dipping Thieves. Maybe. See, I don't know if we saw C-Shape or not.
I don't remember. We'll see. Get a little off script there. Should be okay though. Hey. Is crystal number 3 there for Shady? Well, Futon's working on number 2 here in pod. Here's the C-shaped house.
Let's see, is Shady gonna head north or is he gonna head south and clear out that stuff? He's heading south. So we do have Pennant Skullwoods that we could dip into and check, potentially get the 2 items that are in there. We can get a peek at what's on Bumper Ledge. We can do Graveyard Ledge, and King's Tomb. We still have Catfish waiting over there as well. But man, my eyes are on the mountain right now.
You might see Shady here after he picks up the switch here at K45. He might opt to take the north route in the North Dark World route, and he's do all those checks up there.
I'd probably I'd see him go up the mountain next, just because that Village of Outcast portal is so slow to get into when you don't have the mitts. We'll see. We'll see who's right.
Oh, you probably.
Oh, yeah, the flute. Yeah, you can just flute up the mountain. Or...
Check the mushroom right away.
Yep. Alright, that's a helmet down and a second crystal for Futon. Let's see where he decides to go next. Looks like a incorrect save and quit starting point. Take 2. Going Sank. Either this is Mountain or this is going to be Village of Outcast as well.
And you were right. You're just going up the mountain.
Not saving the old man, which is interesting. Okay. Oh. Just kidding.
He's like, oh yeah, there's an old man lost up here. I need to go help him.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe him fluting up there made him forget for a slight second that he did have the lamp or something. Because sometimes, you know, you'll see players, they'll flute up to the mountain without lamp and they'll just skip the old man for the time being.
That healthy tip there from the old man.
Oh, we are going to see a Skullwoods dip here from Futon. This can either be, you know, game changer, or you're just going to get a bunch of dungeon items in the front. Really big key as Shady Force finds a bunch of junk on the mountain so far. He's gonna go Independent Hero. Okay. Whoop! Futon got grabbed, which is not a big deal because he was in only one room over, but... Futon is 4 for 4 for finding dungeon items here in Skull.
And yep, and no hook shot means no easy way up Harris, so Shady's like, I'm good. We found one item.
Futon also finds a junk item, and he says that, well, okay, no, he's gonna go ahead and check the middle chest.
Oh, there's the hook shot.
Mitts locked hook shot, alright. Obviously, mitts are going to be left side swamp. Because the mitts are always in swamp.
That is true.
And just another dungeon item here in the middle section. So the other item in Skullwoods is going to be Fire Rod locked. I believe that green 20 will be our... probably our... boots then?
I think so. Alright, here's Futon giving us the North Dark World checks here.
Shovel.
That is a maybe see you later, maybe not. And there's the powder. A Shady Force side.
Yeah, unfortunately for a Futon, aside from getting that Bombos, like a lot of these overworld checks have just not really amounted to anything, or even the Skullwoods dip, so, you know, if Shady Force finds, like, the mitts here in Paradox Cave, that could continue to swing things in his favor. Nothing. Well, we got info, but yikes. So, mitts are probably likely to be our next thing that we're looking for right now. So, what do we have? We have Catfish. We have Upstairs Hera. We have Shady Force, who can't make a decision here. Looks like he's heading to the Dark World, and we'll probably head up to maybe Catfish at this point. That North Dark World, which we will probably see on Futon's side. Unless he decides to take that flute straight up to Death Mountain.
So yeah, so this is probably a Catfish Zora play from Shady Horse.
Yeah, right now Mitz unlocks a lot. I mean, it gets us into collectively. It would get us into Ice Palace. It would get us into the Mire area and would let us beat Mire. And it would let us get our hook shot, which lets us beat Swamp. So we're getting ever closer to that potential Go mode Ice Rod, or maybe Fire Rod for T-Rock.
One of the rods.
One of the rods. One of those rods will be our Go mode.
Is it Rod or Todd? I can't ever tell them apart.
It's Ice Todd and Fire Rod.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Well, this could work out big for Shady Force. If he finds the Mitts here, then he can mirror and get his Bombos from Waterfall Cave immediately, and then all of a sudden, he's going to have a pretty good lead. Catfish is going to have nothing. I didn't see anything. See?
Where'd it go?
It tells you that the Mitts and Swamp, it's gonna happen.
Well, Shady gets his Bobos medallion now and has all three as well.
Now, the interesting thing here is because of the way Shady routed, he's not going to be able to get to Graveyard Ledge or King's Tomb without having to go back through the Village of Outcast portal. So if Futon decides to go check those after Thieves Town, this could be beneficial to him for sure. Chat member does bring up a good question. Did Shady Force do Spike Cave? That's a negative right there, buddy. So that's another thing we can think about as well. We do have that Can of Burna.
I think that's where he's going.
We do have that magic. We do have them bottle.
I lied. He's not going to Spike Cave. He's
checking powder.
Powder. Yeah, bits are really blocking a lot of our progression here. Where we need to do.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if Futon does decide to do that North Dark World route. I mean, he's got to be feeling a little bit behind just because he's done so many overworld checks, including the Pennant Skull dip for very little.
However, I think Shady Force is thinking North Dark World checks here.
Yeah, for Futon's sake, let's hope he dips into Skullwoods as well.
Yes.
And for our sake, we want to keep the race nice and close, so we need both runners to do useless checks.
Yep, he is going to do the Skullwoods dip here.
So that is good for Futon. Shady's going to get a red rupee out of here. He'll be able to save time if he decides to skip the vanilla big key chest, which we saw was a small key. Nice little bomb jump there. Nice blind fight. And we are back tied up in crystals.
See where Futon decides to go here. I have a feeling he is going to head north here.
Yep.
He's already done the south route, so...
So this is going to be new information. This might be our progression. And if Futon can find the mitts here before he heads up the mountain, that could be a pretty good time save for him, getting hookshot on his first trip up there.
Here's the Graveyard Ledge, or GYL as the kids say. Here we go.
There they are! Wow, okay.
Alright.
Mitts at Graveyard Ledge, opening up the seed.
See,
Yeah,
I wanted to come up here sooner, but you're like, nah, go up the mountain.
Mountain made more sense.
But Shady's right behind him. Gonna find those bits.
Oh, Futon not gonna go for catfish.
He's got like 80 checks up the mountain here. I think going up the mountain. That makes sense.
I mean, it's gonna work out for him.
Yeah.
Now, is Futon gonna go up the mountain, or is he gonna go straight to Meyer? It's going straight to Meyer. Okay.
Okay.
Now, hookshot doesn't really do too much, or really anything at all in Meyer, so this is fine. And he does have all his medallions, so... Bombos from Waterfall. Now the question is, though, will you dip... You wouldn't dip Green Pen at Desert while you're over here.
No. Oh, there's the ice bomb.
So Fire Rod Go mode.
We will not see the back of Skull Woods today.
Didn't somebody in chat said both rods were in Meyer's shed? Well, we got one of them. Alright. Shady Force mitts in hand. Let's see if he decides to follow that right up to Death Mountain to get his hook shot, or if he's going to go ahead and follow Futon over to the Meyer area, and that's what it looks like he is doing. So right now, advantage is definitely still Shady Force just having cleared more overworld, and also having that hook shot knowledge if our runners happen to run into the Fire Rod here in Misery Mire. That'd be a huge advantage for Shady Force, just because it would be his go mode. Since he knows where the hook shot is. So, 2 items here in Misery Mire. Let's see what we can find. Otherwise, we have, of course, Smith Chain. We have Crystal Ice Palace, which, with Cane of Samaria, half magic doesn't do anything, but Cane of Samaria and Bombos will let us go beat Ice Palace. Oh, and it's a God Mire.
Always a God Mire when you don't want it to be.
Yup, always. And then, of course, we still have Dark Death Mountain. And you never know, we could also get those wacky T-Rocks that let you get to Laser Bridge without the Fire Rod. So I think, based on the fact that both the items in here were a big key and a hard container, that Vidi is going to have a small key, but I can see these runners bailing out on the second item in here.
Yeah, that's exactly what Futon is doing here. Just head straight to Bitches. Hopefully the Fire Rod's not on the Firelock side of Mire here.
Yeah, and that's the thing, is that could be a big chunk of time looking for one item here in Mire. So it's I think it's a pretty safe skip at this point. It's one of those things where it's safe because your opponent will probably do it too. Silvers in hand will make this fight pretty free. Of course, you just still don't want to get hit by an eyeball because they will do a lot of damage on green mail. Speaking of which, where the heck are our mail upgrades? You gotta be around here somewhere, right? Okay. Well, Futon already checked checkerboard, so I would assume he's probably not gonna go for the desert stuff then. And he'll probably head on out, see if he heads straight to Ice Palace. I feel like that'd be a pretty safe play at this point.
Yeah, I think Ice Palace is a reasonable play here.
Okay, heading up the mountain.
Or go up the mountain.
Well, we know where Hookshot is, so it's going to take Futon a little bit of time to get there. But yeah, depending on where Shady goes next, if Futon finds the fire out up there and hits Go Mode while Shady Horse is clearing out Ice Palace or something, this could turn around. But right now, I still think favor is on Shady Horse's side. But only slightly.
Yep. Who's going to find that fire rod first?
Oops. Futon taking a bit of a dip. Accidentally. Shady Force is going to check Agonist Cave, which we already saw on Futon's side, so it's going to even things out even more. A wee bit.
See where Shady Force decides to go from here.
Yeah. Is he going to head up the mountain to go to Swamp? Is he going to go to Ice Palace? Those are kind of the two big ones, and it looks like he is going to go get that hook shot.
Without debating whether to go in here or not here. Looks like he is going to.
Yeah, he'll probably get that second item in bail as well.
Or continue on.
Interesting. I wonder if he thinks this is a crystal. I don't know. This feels like a strange play to me.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
Futon, what was that bonk? Here's our first look at Dark Death Mountain. Starting out with Super Buddy Cave. Yeah, what's gonna be worse is if he clears this and still needs to do the basement, which he probably won't do.
There's that late book you didn't know.
Yeah, there's that late book. Oh, just a shield. Independent. So that is it for Hera. No Hera basement required. I guess, I could also see the idea of, well, there's got to be at least an item in one of these 3 pendant dungeons, so let me just go ahead and clear this one.
Without getting the knowledge about the hook shot. We'll check Paradox Cave here.
Alright, Hookshot Cave, do you have our Fire Rod Go mode? Nope. Okay. The hunt continues. I would assume we'll be seeing Swamp next, but then again, Ice Palace is pretty cool. Well, it's not super quick because of the whole having to use bombos, but
Okay, Shady's gonna go ahead and do Swamp here.
so yeah, thing for Futon though is if he wants to make a comeback in this race, since he's going to be still finishing out the rest of this Death Mountain, he needs to go to Ice Palace after this, in hopes that the Fire Rod is there and not in Swamp. Because if Fire Rod's just chilling in Swamp, then Shady Force will continue to hold on to this lead. Well, aside from Swamp and Ice, we do still have that Green Pennant Desert. We haven't been in there yet. We do have Smith Chain, which stinks. And we do have Spike Cave. And of course the tablets. We haven't seen either of them as well. Swamp also will unlock Pyramid Fairy.
Yeah, that could be what Shady Force is thinking here.
Yeah, that's true. We could check the first chest, if not more, of Turtle Rock without that Fire Rod. It'd be funny if it's just chilling in T-Rock right now.
Are you shocked at all that Shady Force did not check the Ether tablet when he was up here, or is that play that? Yeah, okay. Just checking.
Like I said, late game book, ignore it. Just pretend it doesn't exist. Yeah, this at this point is still anyone's game for the most part. Depending on where Fire Rod shows up, obviously.
It looks like Futon is going to give us that Ether tablet check here.
Will this be our Fire Rod? But it is a Tempered Sword. That's a really nice find. We have not seen another sword yet, so... Man, we are going to get Spike Cave as well, which we've had access to since we got access to the mountain, I'm pretty sure. And that also means Futon will have... Oh, there it is!
Boom!
What a turnaround! Holy cow!
Wow!
Fire Rod and Spike Cave, which we've had access to for quite a bit. So that means that our Gomo could have been the mitts. Or I guess the Ice Rod then. Oh, we were so close. Dang it. Well, this is advantage PugTrio, obviously. Futon now gets to go mode both Swamp and Ice and T-Rock. So we'll get to save a bit of time here, and with that Tempered Sword as well, gonna have a bit quicker of an Argus fight. As gotta be careful not to die to the green bomb dropper idiot. Those enemies are awful.
Futon forgetting to drain the dam first. Oops.
He was so excited. Oh, and we are going back in. Maybe at least for the big chest. For Shady Force. Yeah, this race has swayed. That's the thing, is when you're just looking for one more item. It's so, and you have, 2 completable crystal dungeons you could do. It's hard to want to do these extra overworld checks, but at the same time, getting to go mode something like Swamp feels pretty heckin' good. Oh, this is gonna be a full clear Swamp, unfortunately. This is one of the... Well, I guess, even without getting that book out of Super Bunny, going for Spike Cave while you're up on Death Mountain seems like a pretty decent play, just to get it out of the way. But I guess for like Shady Force, like if you're gonna go in that direction, then you might as well go back and clear Hera, and you don't want to do that.
Reasonable.
Yeah. Well, this is good for Team PugTrio if Futon can keep this lead up. That'll put their team at 2-1 with an advantage going into Game 4. And the winner of this series will move on to the championship game. We're getting very close to the end of league. It's been a wild ride getting to this point. Remember, like, a month ago when there were races, like, every day, sometimes 2 to 3 a day? And now we're lucky to get one every couple days.
You got the Open Championship happening now. You got the...
Yeah.
You got the Invitational semis happening. So, yeah, we're getting down to it here.
Yeah. There's only 3 best-of-3s left in both leagues combined. And then it's over! And then everyone can finally sleep. Until next league season. And there's our other shield on the Bombo's tablet. And this is probably going to be a Pyramid Fairy check from Shady Force. I can't imagine what would send Shady Force back up the mountain at this point. Well, a little early on that silver, but second one puts him down. And then Futon will be rushing over to Ice Palace to blitz through that one. There's nothing worse than, like, checking all this extra stuff, looking for your go mode, and not even finding, like, a sword upgrade. Come on, man, there's always a sword in Swamp, come on!
There always is until there isn't.
That's the thing for Futon, he played very, like, thorough and very, clearing a lot of checks throughout, even since the beginning of the season. There's our blue mail here in Pyramid Fairy. Not what you want to, not what you're looking for, but yeah, still nice. And there was definitely some downtime. Futon was not finding whatever he was looking for, but deciding to continue to, despite getting mitts and having like Swamp and Ice available to him to go do, still decide to clear more overworld, wanting to continue to be thorough. Is what is putting him in this spot right now, which is... It feels good as a player when you're thorough and it works out. It feels bad when you full clear the game, and it's just like, yeah, just go to the Crystal Dungeon. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Wasting your time. Well, I mean, that's just the art of the game, try and decide whether to do overworld versus dungeons.
Nice icebreaker there from Pluton. Gonna grab the small key under the big rock thing. And I don't even check anything. He's just going.
And the thing for Shady Force is, you know, more than likely, unless he goes and does Smith Chain after this, he'll at least get his Fire Rod up on the mountain while he's up there, and then he could just go straight to T-Rock. But, you know, you're not finding anything out of these dungeons. You're probably thinking about Smith Chain, but that always...
Yeah.
Late game Smith Chain, just... gross. It don't feel good.
See, Futon making short work of ice battles here. It's pretty quick with that ice breaker, so not too much to worry about. 13 hearts, half magic, fire rod for cold stare. Should be much of a problem.
Uh-oh. So, I don't know, just use your fire. What are you doing? And that's crystal number 6 for Futon. He's heading up the mountain now. Go clear Turtle Rock. Pretty quick seed. Pretty quick seed.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of looking that way when we were in Kakariko and we found all that stuff. But yeah, this was also a seed that you could have skipped every pendant dungeon and been fine. I need to look at the numbers again to see how often that happens, because I feel like that rarely happens, where all 3 pendant dungeons are useless. Yeah, and Shady Force is going to have a little less fun of a Cold Stare fight, having to do Master Sword or Hammer Cold Stare. Hammer Cold Stare is fun, but it's not as fun as just wailing on him with Fire Rod and Half Magic or Tempered Sword, for sure.
Yeah. All right, here goes Pluton heading to the Rock. Crystal number 7 incoming. Turtle Rock is unfortunately one of those dungeons that you kind of have to full clear it anyway, but and do a couple skips to help speed it along. But
yeah, I mean, usually you get to skip Lava Chest, Big Chest, and sometimes Laser Bridge. Couple good hits. Getting them Cold Stare grouped together in the bottom right corner, being able to double hit them with the hammer. He also does have Blue Mail, so he can take a few more hits. No worries. 2 down, 3 down. Nice. That was a really nice fight.
yeah, that was a good use of the hammers and sword slashers.
Was the only dungeon item we had was Quake, and it wasn't even useless? It wasn't even useful. Everything was in the overworld this seed. That's impressive.
Felt like it, yeah.
That's a new one. Why did they just go mode every dungeon, Captain?
Because
Man, it's looking like a Smith Chain, so maybe we'll see our other sword. I don't know. Worst thing Shady could find here would be Cape to go get Shovel. That would be pretty awful. I hope it's not here for his sake. I've seen a lot of races come down to like a last location spike cave. So personally, when I play, I always tend to rush spike cave as soon as I'm like capable of clearing it. But then there's nothing ever in there. But that one time there's something in there, let me tell you, I'm gonna be excited. Yeah. This race was interesting. I mean, these two runners were, neck and neck for a bit, and then Shady Forest skipping a couple checks along the way. It was mostly just him skipping like the Zora stuff early and being able to route it in a little bit more efficiently later. It kind of gave him a little bit of a lead, but then when it's like, okay, you have a bit of overworld, you have 2 crystal dungeons, you need 1 more item. It's all luck at that point. Who finds it first?
Yep. Who would have guessed Spike Cave?
Me.
Kevin.
Always.
You always?
I always assume Spike Cave has something. But yeah, like that's the thing is, I mean, we had what? We had Glove, Lamp, Hammer out of Ice Rock Cave, Burna was in Escape, and I mean, with Boots and Burna, I mean, you could have been able to do Spike Cave like before you go to the Dark World in this seed.
Who thought doesn't even have to go to Laser Bridge?
No.
All the small keys are at the front. Well, except for the one that you saw at the bulky, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I know I was saying to always ignore the book late game, but this was a seed where if you followed the book over to Ether Tablet, then that was the right choice. Because if you're over there, you might as well go ahead and do Spike Cave. That Temperate Sword. We have still not seen a 4th sword, and at this point, it's probably just going to be in GT.
It looks like the second item in Deserts on Landmo.
Which is fine. It's green pendant anyway.
But who thought finishing off Tridex there is 3 bombs and crystal number 7? And you know what that means, Willard?
We're going to Ganon's Tower!
Yay!
Yeah, yay! Yay! Which means we gotta find that dang old big key. What do you think it's gonna be, Captain?
Let's say 10.
That's not a place. That's a number.
Oh. Rando Root. That's a place.
That is a place. I think it's gonna be in Ganon's Tower, but I would be delightful if I was proven wrong someday.
Well, what if the keeps at Ganon's Tower? You gotta get the shovel and dig up.
Oh! In a different universe where we're playing
Yeah.
Key Sanity, that could happen. Just a bottle with a fairy in it off of Landmola's. And a green pendant. Still no sword in sight. Let's see if Futon finds it here. He's going to go ahead and grab the 2 Hope Room chests and go full left all the way to Ice Armos. Well, unless he finds the big heal on the way. There's our 4th bottle. Just sitting there. Yeah, I'm gonna assume that Shady's decision to put off that stuff on Death Mountain was just because probably not wanting to go into Hera. Because I feel like if you're gonna do that stuff, you might as well do Hera first.
Mm-hmm.
Though it would have been a quick Hera with the Hera pot.
But looks like he's making that play now.
Yeah. Doesn't really have much else he can do, aside from like going back into Mire. E for key in the double fire bar room, our hunt continues.
Yep, I think that was number 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Shady gonna get his tempered sword at least. I'm sure at some point when he was in Super Bunny Cave and he got that book, he was thinking to himself, I should probably go check Ether Tablet, but then chose not to. And then feels bad. But that's the thing, Fire Rock could have been so many other places, so.
And it's Red Rupee. Bombs, Red Rupee, and arrows. Okay, we're going down.
The hunt continues.
Number 14. $15 through 18 here. Behind ice armos, we got $20. Bombs. Red Rupee. Okay, we gotta go right.
It's never right side. Check again. Go back to random room. You missed a chest.
I feel like it happens a lot, but there's no Smoky at Hope Room. Just Dark Magician, man. Come on.
Never right side though.
And here comes Shady Forest. Finally gonna find that fire rod and be a go mode at 117.30.
Last location. Almost. There's still Mire, but that place doesn't exist. Maybe that's where our last sword is. Now that would be funny. Alright, big key on right side. What?
18,
Oh.
19, 20.
Almost.
1.
Hey! Okay.
21.
Not tile room. Just barely avoiding the funny. I will now scroll up and see if anyone said 21.
Moment.
Someone said it. Okay.
Congratulations.
No, don't read their name. It's funnier this way.
Okay. No.
Alright, up the gauntlet we go. Tempered sword, silvers, half magic. I mean, we got... Only thing Futon doesn't have that he probably would want would be an armor upgrade. Not that he needs it, but it's pretty nice to have.
Only saved once so far, and that was Pyramid Fairy, so. Not like we've seen everything else. Silver arrows. 1, 2. Perfect.
Nice and breezy gauntlet thus far.
To the torch rooms here.
Take a look and see if they've scheduled game for you. The answer is no. No, they have not. We don't check the chest. Come on. Do the funny. He's not doing the funny.
No.
It's okay. I forgive him. Wait.
Oh.
It's right there. Oh, come on. No, that's fine. No, I'm kidding. You should not be checking anything along the way. You're good to go.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh no. Moldarm strikes again.
I would be so stressed out right now if I was Futon. Because obviously he has no idea where his opponent is. At this point in time. Right now he knows because they're 10 minutes in. This is 10 minutes from the past, but.
Okay, Aga 2. Let's see.
I think that looked like a double. Maybe.
That was
that was a double.
Single.
Okay, so that first one only counted as one then. Futon will be entering the game fight roughly as Shady Force finishes up Turtle Rock, so only a GT behind. But that's a lot of behind.
Yeah.
That's a big behind, to say the least. Not landing that trident spin, it looked like, so I'm gonna get the one-on-one here, but fortunately for Futon, he's got significant lead, so he can let these execution errors slip through.
More slashes here to get to phase 3.
Entering phase 4. Silver's in hand.
Glitch.
Set up for a double right there. Oh, actually a triple. Interesting. Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting him to actually get the triple, but that's gonna do it. Sword in hand, Futon will enter the Triforce room and secure another win for his team, and put PugTrio up 2-1 in this semi-finals match.
There's your wish that you wanted.
Which one?
It's on the Ganon text says you get one wish, choose wisely.
Oh.
That's too late, it's gone. Oh well. Let's see if we're going to be joined here by Futon, as we are joined by Futon right now. GG's Futon.
GG's.
So, you feeling?
Good. That was great, actually. Everything fell into the lap as I wanted it to be. Like, I got a bow with a lamp before being able to go South Shore. I like doing Eastern first, so that was great. And then just maybe the pod section could have been reworked, but I was pretty happy with the ordering of basically everything and how it came out. And as soon as I saw the fire rod, I was like, there's no way an opponent hit Spike Cave sooner than this, so I think I'm safe.
That's funny, because you definitely could have hit Spike Cave like the first time. Like, you could have gone up to Death Mountain as soon as you got like hammer and lamp and all that stuff.
It was available super early. I think it was available almost before any Dark World sections.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Just because you had Burna from Escape, and I guess you had a bottle or two at that point, maybe one. But yeah. The Dark World routing worked out pretty well, where you did Hype Cave to Digging Game, and then you went to Pod next, right?
I did a quick powder mushroom swip.
Yeah,
then Pod.
But that kind of worked out because you kind of forced yourself into, well, I have to go do North Dark World once I'm done with Thieves Town and all that.
Yeah. I think the only thing I might have changed would have been saving on the mushroom turn-in so I can do it with Catfish, but then I decided Catfish is dead to me and hope it doesn't make me lose.
Well, it had a heart piece, so you're good. Yeah, Shady Force was like holding on to a bit of a lead for a while, just because of your early like Zora play, and even like the Skullwoods dip he had not done at the time. So he had a couple crystals up, maybe crystal and a half up on you, but things kind of turned around until you guys both got the mitts roughly around the same time, but he had already done all of Death Mountain that he could, so...
Yeah, probably that was probably the book in Super Buddy Cave that just tell you to head on over to Ether Tablet Spike Cave check, or is that just...
Yeah, that was really fortunate, because I was at the point where I was deciding Spike Cave or Spiral is left behind. And with the book, I could go over to Bombo's tablet and then hit up Spike Cave instead, because it's a little faster. So that was what guided me to the right one there.
Yeah, that worked out in your favor.
We are also joined by Shady Force here in the room as he decides to unfortunately forfeit GG's. Do ya?
GG's.
Was I did have a question, Futon. You did go ahead and do Hera like the first time you were up on Death Mountain.
Yeah.
Was it just...
I was walking by and I stepped in. I was like, wait, is this worth my time? And it's like, oh, I'm already in the dungeon and Hera's not super slow, so I guess I'll just finish it while I'm here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I actually wanted to go to Ice Palace after Meyer, but I'd already fleeted to the mountain, and I was like, well, Ice Palace, it could have the hook shot, but it's like not fully in logic. So I kind of want to just like maybe pass on it for now, just to be safe. And everything happened to be on the mountain.
Yeah. It was a pretty like front-loaded seed for a while, and then there was apparently there was like no required items in dungeons in this seed.
Yeah, that really helps me because I like doing overworld a lot more.
That
I'm
really
a bit
doesn't help
weird.
me because I like dungeons.
Yeah,
I
I'm one of the
all
weird
dungeons as
racers.
fast as I could.
Yeah, a lot of the good competitive people know to go to dungeons, and I'm like one of those weirdos who's just like, oh man, look at all this overworld I could clear to sweep. This is fun. It just works out.
Yeah. It's a rare sight to see that the dungeons have literally nothing, and then also like all the pendant dungeons were useless as well.
Yeah, that was surprising.
So, and you know, as stuff was falling in line, we are like, okay, we're getting closer and closer to that Ice Rod Go mode, and then Ice Rod showed up in Mireshed.
Yeah,
So
I had
at
a bit of
least
a fear
there
on
wasn't
that
that.
early Master Sword lamp pearl. I was like, oh no, don't do this
Yeah.
to us.
Not the egg. But yeah, for the most part, you guys followed a pretty similar path. Just Futon picking up a couple extra checks in the overworld along the way, and then it really was. I guess. I mean, obviously, the decision to check Bombo's tablet and Spike Cave was the big decider. But you know, if that fire rod could have definitely been in its rightful place, Bombo's locked ice palace. That's where it should have been.
Yeah.
As it always is. But yeah, it was a good race. GG's to both you guys.
Yeah.
Captain, you got anything for him?
Yeah, it was very good race. Unfortunately, it came down to just going to the Spike Cave, but you know, when you have so many dungeons to clear, and but it is what it is. It's just how the game works sometimes.
Yeah, I was telling Futon like how early Spike Cave was in Logic, but I don't know how either you guys feel about Spike Cave. Is it something you like to try and put off, or is it of the same like category as like doing Smith Chain? It's just like the last thing you want to do.
It's more like Catfish or Hobo. It's just so out of the way. It's just
Yeah.
and it's reasonably. It's always just as fast to do later as it is to do early. So you never want to do it. You always want to go to Paradox, or you want to go to your crystal dungeons. You want to go to the places that have items.
Yeah.
You want to do one-off check, and if something's there, it's just a coin flip. So
Yeah, I like ending either that or Spiral Cave as the end of my mountain. So it's like it's a bit nice in a way that you could get out of the mountain, but it's not often that you go up the mountain to begin with to end on something. So it kind of sucks that there's two caves like that you'd probably want to bail on.
yeah, even if
Yeah.
I had a choice between them, if I had done this differently, I still would have done Spiral, not Spike, because Spike is faster to get back to than Spiral. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
and
Oh, yeah.
I think from
Makes
our
sense.
setup on the mountain, Spiral is a nice like segue out of the bottom section. So it's also nice in a way.
It's definitely one of those routing choices up on the mountain that are like, if you already had hook shot, like making the decision
Yeah.
would have been different.
It helped that I saw the hook shot on the ledge, and I was like, oh, there's only one item left for go mode, and Paradox is right next to me. I'm just gonna run right in there, and because of that, I wasn't thinking about Spiral Cave at all.
Gotcha. Was the thought of maybe going back into Hera or trying to avoid going back into Hera also a part that played in your decision making there, Shady Force? Of not wanting to go back to Spike Cave and stuff?
it's just because I had all of Crystal Swamp and Crystal Ice to do. I
Yeah.
don't want to be doing Overworld. I want to be doing Crystal Dungeons. Like if the
That's
fire was
that.
in any of those spots,
Mhm.
like then that's where I want to be. Like doing Overworld just seems weird in that situation. Like unless
fair.
like I mean I get that Foodon likes doing a lot more Overworld than dungeons, and that's like valid. But if you are a dungeon rusher, you should rush your dungeons, because that's how you win. That's how you post good times and how you win close races, by doing less of the unrequired stuff. So I'm always just going to rush the crystal dungeons, and if it's just not there, then I'm just going to lose. Just the way it goes.
Yep. All right. Fair enough.
Okay.
And yeah, especially with Swamp like unlocking Pyramid Fairy as well, so that's still like another chain, a deep chain for items to be. Well, GG's to both you guys. Have you guys done any discussion of Game 4 stuff?
Not really. I only know it's gonna be Solskjaer Randy for our team. I don't really know much more than that.
Gotcha. Well, wish y'all good luck. Hoping to see a Game 5, obviously. because those
Yeah.
are fun.
You get
It's a
that
fun
retros
mode.
co-op sometime. You get,
hmm
um,
We haven't gotten enough of them. We've only gotten what, like
2.
4, I think. I think 2 in the open league, and then maybe 1 in the. I'd have to go look. But
I think
anyway,
there's been
I'll
2
do-
so far in the Invitational. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because you guys had one. Both your all's teams did
Yeah,
a game 5.
We've
both of
got
us had one.
practice.
So yeah, okay.
alright.
It's the only winners of co-op entrants going head to head. Co-op entrants.
It makes sense. Well, thank you guys so much for running. Thanks for coming in and talking with us as well. Appreciate it very much. We'll let you get the heck out of here.
All right. Thanks for the comms and the tracking, everybody, and the restream.
Yep. Thanks all. Thanks for covering
Yep.
it.
GG, see you again. Alright. So later on, in about 20 minutes or so, we got another match coming up in the league. We have Gamachu versus someone else I can't remember. I'm sorry, I'm looking.
Dante?
Dante, yeah. Who's that guy? Never heard of him. Yes. Gamachu versus Dante coming up at 4:10 p.m. Eastern. So stay tuned. That's gonna be coming up here shortly.
Yeah. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and of course to our awesome tracker, Reg. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
And we'll see y'all in the next one.
bye bye.
Bye bye.